Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing this spatchcock chicken. This is a butterfly chicken where we take the backbone out of the chicken. This is the juiciest, most easiest way to roast your chicken so that it turns out done all the way through and just tender and juicy. So right now what you see me doing before I prepare to cut the backbone out is just cutting off some of that extra skin that I have around the chicken. Now I am doing the hardest part of this, which is cutting out the backbone. Guys, you need a very sharp pair of kitchen shears. I'm using some shears right here, but mine needed to be sharpened, so I'm kind of struggling a little bit. But with a little bit of force, I got it done. But if you have a good sharp pair, you will not have this problem as I did. All you do to remove the backbone is take your finger and cut down either side of the backbone all the way up to the top of the chicken, and the backbone will come out as you are about to see in just a moment. Alright, so I'm done taking the backbone out, and I have a trash bag on the side of me. I did prep my sink by cleaning it beforehand, disinfecting it, and afterwards I'm going to disinfect again. Now I'm just removing the innards out of the chicken. There's some like gizzards in there and just extra skin and fat that I do not care for, so I'm removing that. If you don't believe in washing your chicken, that is completely fine. That's up to you. I just like to take the extra step to do this because I have gotten some chickens where they are just nasty. Like, I'm scraping stuff off of them, scraping stuff out of them. It's just nasty. So, you know, this chicken was fairly clean. It wasn't that bad. But if you do get one of those nasty chickens, you might have to take your knife and like go down the skin of the chicken and scrape everything off. You don't see me doing that here because as you can see, this chicken skin was fairly clean. Or you can also soak the chicken in some vinegar, some regular white distilled vinegar and water. I have done that as well, but again, I'm not doing that here because this chicken really was not that bad at all. So now I'm just running it with water, just removing any slime or anything like that. I'm going to go in a little bit further detail with a lemon soon, and you'll see me like actually scrub the skin of the chicken with the lemon and just kind of go in a little bit further. But right now I'm just removing anything, you know, any little impurities that I see. This chicken, like I said, was fairly clean. Wasn't a lot of nasty stuff on it, but I'm still taking my time to inspect it and get everything off that I don't want to see. Now I'm taking my knife and scoring down the backbone of this chicken. Because this is a spatchcock, we're going to end up laying this chicken down really flat on the pan so it can roast really well. So to get it to lay down flat, you have to score down with your knife on the breastbone. And now I'm just basically going through again, scraping out all that extra fat and slime that's on the chicken, and using my lemons to kind of just scrape the inside of the meat and everything like that to get everything off. Alright, you guys, so now that the chicken is clean, I'm getting ready to season the chicken. What I do is melt a full stick of butter, and I'm squeezing some lemon juice into this. You could also do orange juice. Now I'm flattening out the chicken. That's why we scored down the breastbone to get it to lay flat. I'm starting with the inside of the chicken by just making sure I coat a generous amount of butter on here. And this is also going to allow my seasonings to stick. I season the inside of the chicken and the outside. So to season, I'm starting off with a variety of seasonings. Just use whatever you have or whatever you like. I'm using black pepper, salt, onion powder. That is parsley right there. I'm using, I think that's paprika. Next, I have some SeasonAll, which is just like seasoned salt or Lowry's. And then I like to use Italian seasoning as well, but I had ran out of my Italian herb seasoning. So what I end up using, which you will see next, I believe, is a season packet, and the brand that I use is, I believe, All Seasons or something like that. Very good, very tasty, very flavorful. I use this is basically like a vegetable seasoning, but it's got a lot of herbs and a lot of flavor, and it paired very nicely with this chicken. So now I'm flipping it over, and I'm going to repeat the exact same process. I am tucking the wings under so that they don't burn. You can do this or you don't have to do this. I just have a habit of doing it, so that's what I'm doing. But I'm just going to repeat the exact same process on the top, brushing it with butter and repeating the exact same seasonings. And what I also do is I take the skin, which you're going to see in just a minute. I take the skin of the breast and I push the butter down into the skin of the breast as well, just to make sure the breasts are juicy, because they tend to dry out the fastest. Now I'm not going to show you guys the baking process, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I do. So what I do is I roast this chicken on 350 degrees Fahrenheit for an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 minutes. And this is a 5-pound chicken. So that cook time will get you a very juicy and just perfectly cooked chicken. And then what I do in the middle of cooking time, I baste it again with this butter and lemon mixture. And after that, it's done. And you guys will see what it looks like in just a moment. Alright, you guys, so here is the finished product, and I served it with vegetables and rice.